Good afternoon, welcome back to Coolum Beach Bowls Club, Coolum Sports Club. My name's Adam Hall. Joining me in the commentary team here is a representative from Taylor Bowls, Phil Keats. Good afternoon, Fingers.
I wish I was a representative for Taylor Bowls. I just got him as a sponsor.
Oh, is that right? Is it? Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
no, I'm part of the controlling body of Taylor Bowls State Challenge. Graham Hooper and myself put the proposal to Bowls Queensland 18 months ago, so it's been very successful and we're fairly happy about it. The final here today is between Calliope and Macleay Island. Calliope won all their games in Section 1. Macleay Island won 2 in Section 2, and Musgrave Hill won 2 and Edge Hill won 2. So it come back to a percentage, and Macleay Island had the best percentage overall. So I think we're in for a very, very good final.
excellent, very much. Fingers, look, we've got Macleay Island, Calliope playing on the big stage here. Proud to say it's a $12,000 first prize check. Winner takes all. Second prize check, $6,000. So there's a lot of money and there's a lot of pride and passion to be played for out here today. Some of these teams have travelled over 12 hours to get here to participate in this competition. It's a credit to Taylor Bowls State Challenge. We might just run through the team list. If you can run through the Macleay Island there.
All right, for Macleay Island, we're televising the fours game, and we've got Bob Nixon lead, playing with, I can't say what brand that is.
Oh, that's Pat. Oh, the postman.
And Pat the postman's playing second. Brad Thomas is playing at third. Brad's got green bowls, and Maxine Elliott is the skip with yellow bowls. So there's a bit of brightness there with the bowls. We've got Pat the postman's playing with SRVs, Taylor SRVs. So
Beautiful, mate. Thanks very much. If you can run through the second card, the second list for us, and introduce these players.
Calliope lead is Kurt Ferris, playing with yellow bowls. Tina Hammond, oh, that's good breeding, playing with purple bowls. Cameron McGrone playing with pink bowls, and the old fella at the end, Rob Hammond, Grinder. Grinder's a very, very good bowler.
Okay, so leading him out at the moment, looks like Kurt Ferris is on the mat now. Would that be right?
Yeah, Kurt's got the yellow bowls.
Oh, well, that's Bob.
Bob's got the blue bowls, Kurt's got the yellow.
Okay, well, that was Bob then. Okay, Kurt Ferris. Managed to get the first one away. We've changed change direction for the final match, for the big shootout, for the grand final.
Yeah, we're playing on the bottom green.
Yep, we've changed greens here at the moment, so we're playing on green 2. The greens are absolutely superb at Coolum Beach. It wouldn't matter which green you're playing on, they're both true. The change is that we've gone to green 2 and the direction is now south to north. And the breeze will be coming across from the east.
And Bob just put down a wrong bias. It can happen to all of us.
Is that $2 or does it go up?
Oh,
GF?
No, it'll be more like 10 now in this
yeah.
competition.
There's a nice bowl coming in here.
Tina.
Okay, the postman, Pat Cowell. Thought it might have been the case, so I said, well, what do we come with the postman? And he always delivers, mate, so we'll keep an eye out for that throughout the afternoon.
Pat the postman.
Pat the postman, mate, he always delivers.
Is Tina on the mat?
Turner's enjoyed her time here on the weekend. I've seen her throughout the weekend. She's a character, enjoys the facilities here at Coolum Beach.
She's certainly a character. She'd had a couple of sherbets last night, so I had the enjoyment of talking to her for a while.
This will be Tomo's, Brad Thomas's first bowl in the grand final, playing in the Taylor Bowl State Challenge. The bronze grand final, first prize $12,000 here today. 3 rinks to be played. You've got to win 2 of those rinks to get the chockies.
Tomo's come down and, yeah, a nice head building here.
Well, they started at 9 o'clock this morning. This is their second day. So I'd expect them to have warmed up and they understand how the greens work, how true they are. So I think it's now just a matter of backing yourself and executing bowls.
Just a matter of playing bowls. That's all it is.
Here's Tomo's second bowl. He's looking for the jack, and he's got it. It's run through the head. And that purple bowl, though, that one will go away. That's gone back to, looks like Tina might have shot there now. Fingers?
Yep.
Underneath that, just under the blue one. Only one down.
Okay, that was the pink bowl from Cameron McCrone.
They might be holding 2.
Here we go. Tomo.
Come on. Hold on, mate. You. Still only one down, mate. Lovely ball.
He's holding shot, but you've got to be up, and looks like they're going to be on the front foot today. Maxine Elliott. She's playing with yellow XG. She'll be taking care of business at the back end of this grand final, representing Macleay Island. She played this pretty well.
It looks like 3 to Macleay Island at the moment. There's Grinder on the mat.
Ammo, also known as Grinder. Looks like he's pointed this quite well.
Right ball.
There we go, great bowl. Plenty of support from a team. It looks like we're in for an excellent game of bowls here on the TV rink. They're playing for the $18,000 collective prize money in the grand final, $12,000 to the winners, $6,000 to runners-up, so there's a hell of a lot to be played for here this afternoon. You don't get to play for that sort of prize money very often, so you've got to grab it with both hands.
Second shot. Is that far behind?
We're here at Coolum Beach on the Sunshine Coast. Weather conditions this morning were absolutely perfect. Over the last hour we've seen some clouds move in from the east. We haven't had any rain at the moment, which Mr. Natter will be happy about as he's got all of his electronic camera equipment. 4 cameras right across the greens. The wind's just starting to pick up. As you're looking at the green at the moment, the wind's coming from their right shoulder. That's Coolum Beach. It's about 100 metres down the road. Okay, I'm under immense pressure here. Wayne's put me back in charge of the scoreboard. I don't think I've done a real good job of that over the weekend, so I'll do my best to keep it accurate for you. Okay. Calliope, eh? That's the correct pronunciation. Calliope. They've taken honours in the first end. They've got away with 1 shot. It was a positive end from all bowlers. That's a nice start from Kurt Ferris. He's getting straight to work. The mat's on the tee. He's only a metre off maximum end. Conditions will get a little more challenging throughout the afternoon as the weather changes. Temperatures getting cooler. Clouds are moving in over the top, so the weather conditions will change and the green will change accordingly. Kurt Ferris's first bowl's pretty good. He's going to stay on his backhand. Nicely away. That'll be wind assisted, but that one will just pull up a little bit short. He won't be too happy with that bowl. He put down a nice first one, gives himself a tap on the leg, and walks back, hands the mat over to Bob. Okay, Bob's let that one rip. He's changed hands. He's now going to play his forehand. He looks like his weight's a bit better here, Fingers. Okay, they've really stretched it out early, and looks like they're all just falling a little bit short of the target at the moment, so it could be a challenge getting to the jack. That hand seems to be tied up, doesn't it?
The wind's picked up and it's swirling around, so you've got to pick your line and your weight with here at Coolum. That's a good bowl. It looks like he's a bit narrow, although he's still coming. That's what I mean with the wind. It's swirling around you. You think they're on a tight line and the wind picks it up and holds it out there.
Right, that's the postman. He said, okay, well, I'm not going to be short on this one. He certainly wasn't short.
He went swimming.
Yeah, he's in the sand. Okay, come on, Cam's the shout. Okay, not bad weight there. Weight control's excellent. Maxine's just said, all right, guys, we're still holding. Good bowl there from the postman's, holding shot. Righto. Okay, there's 2 bowls from Tomo. He said as a good third, I'm not going to be short. I'm not going to play into that pack. I'll give the skip something and get behind the head. Okay, so that will play the narrow hand this afternoon. Fingers,
Yep.
Betsy, as the wind picks up, they'll find that that will be the narrow hand. You just seen that one just sort of stand up a tad for Cameron, but we'll give him a few ends. He'll work it out. Okay, there's Tomo. He's got 2 down the back. So he'll give Maxine something to play for, but she's holding shots, so she just might look to sit those pink bowls from Cameron and just add to the count. 2 skips make their way to the head.
Oh, yeah.
Righto.
Grinder's got shot. Oh, it's no, the opposition skip's got shot.
Beautiful. We might see if we can get an action replay on that shot. The Grinders let one rip.
No, it wasn't Grinder. Grinder's got one to come. Oh, Calliope. He got a good result with it.
Certainly did. Okay, Maxine's pointed one nice here.
Gee.
All right. Em just says to the skip, nothing silly. Looks like we've got 2. So the Grinder's just thrown one down. Nice grass. This will make its way back nicely towards the head. Beautifully weighted bowl. Could be in the count. It's on the edge there.
I think they're holding 2 shots.
Yep. Brad's just indicated to Maxine that you want to be positive and play some weight come through those 2-shot bowls. She's done that.
He's narrow.
Yeah, that one will just cut across the head. He pushes 1, 2 out. And a bit of a look around, throws the rag down. Could be worth a measure. He said that'll do. We'll take the 2 and we'll move on to the next.
And I'm going to hand over to GT.
All right. Thanks very much. So Phil Keats is going to go and stretch his legs. Joining me here in the commentary team is Mr. Graham Tannis, GT from Queensland Bowls. Just adjust the scoreboard. GT, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. We've got a final on our hands. It's good. It was a close run into this, wasn't it?
Mate, it was indeed. Look, they've had 3 games now. This is the grand final, and they've started off. It's been some good heads so far, some great bowls, and I expect to see a good showing from both teams this afternoon.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Wayne's waving fingers at us. Doing a replay. Oh, nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is a cruel game, this game of bowls. Oh, dear.
That was the Grinder.
Yeah, should never have happened.
Rob Hammond.
Yeah.
The Grinder called him, be positive, and Skip said, I will indeed. Got the luck.
Kurt Ferris leading, holding the yellow. See a couple of feet short. bit over on this one, which is what you tend to do. If you're a metre short, you tend to put 2 metres on it, don't you? Usually what happens.
Yep.
Over adjust. So Bob Nyland. And Bob's just a bit tight on this hand. Here, Tina.
She's a handy bowler, Tina Hammond.
And Tina's a bit tight as well. What's the wind doing?
Yeah, the wind's coming from their right shoulder.
Okay.
GT, so that she was playing the narrow hand then just to try and stand it up in the breeze, but it got on the edge and cut across the head. There we go, there's just a bit of a weather chart update. We did have some cloud coming through about an hour ago, GT. That seems to be pushing down past Noosa to Onton now. So the skies are clearing up. I can see the blue skies are coming from the east.
Yeah, it looks good out there now.
But also coming with that, we've got a little bit of wind. It seems to have picked up. So the conditions down there will be quite challenging in the sense that playing north to south or south to north, that the breeze is coming in from the ocean from the afternoon. That will pick up. So you're definitely going to have...
So it comes diagonally across you then, doesn't it?
That's right, yeah. So it looks like at the moment they're all choosing to get on the narrow hand and try and sit it up into the breeze. Looks like he's done that just now. He could be getting the cake.
Pretty well.
Yeah, that's a great bowl. Brilliant. There you go. They're stretching it out. They're bowling tee to tee in the grand final. No social ends here. They've gone straight to tee.
Cameron bowling here. It's his first bowl on this end. Oh, he's tight too. I think it's tricking him a bit. They're all across the head.
Okay, Tomo's on the mat. All right.
No, Tomo's gone the wide hand.
You'll find this afternoon that if you get on the wide hand and you get a hold of it, it's a really nice hand to get on. My advice to them was try not to get stuck on that narrow hand. Yeah, play the wide hand and it'll come in beautifully like that,
look
GT.
At that. That's beautiful. Well, yeah, there's experience, bit of experience from a Coolum player. And telling you how to play these greens. Somebody had a bit of a run then.
Yep.
Sorry, it was Cameron. Cameron had a run. Big bowls.
All right, that's nicely away again. He's thrown that out on the wide hand. He'll know now if this is a good bowl or not.
Yeah.
He might have just backed a little bit of weight off that.
He has. Still had that same line. He got the line right again, but so I reckon it's that green bowl that's holding shot. Hard to tell from here at the moment.
Two to Macleay Island.
Yeah. Get them on the board. They can hold them. So the Calliope skip. Rob Hammond.
Right, he's the grinder. Known as the grinder, GT. He's also letting one rip. Said, oh, that's a great bowl, and he's got the target.
Dead centre.
And he was a tad unlucky. Have a go at the green, just spinning around like a bottle top.
Yep. His Heads of Noosa Brewing Company shirt just going through there.
Jeez, he played that well. He's a bit stiff there. He hit the target all right, and his bowl continue on in the ditch.
Yep.
Let's see if Maxine can just drop another one in there and say, okay, Grinder, you're going to have to do that all day, mate. And she's thrown that out on the wide hand, so this should turn back nicely. But that one's just going to hold out, and Maxine's thrown her hand up. She's not too happy with the outcome there.
A few more feet on it, another couple of metres. All right, Grind, have another go.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm thinking, eh?
No?
Well, no.
No, he's just going to try and play it out. Should have had another go, I think. Okay, Maxine, you've got an opportunity to draw a second. There's plenty of room around it.
Righto. Maxine skip. This is where the value comes into it. You've got to...
Yeah, mate, positive at that. We've got 3 there. 3 seconds. Maybe 4.
There's one. Okay, what's the call there? There we go, one shot. Macleay Island.
Yeah, so there's only one, wasn't it?
Yep, one to Macleay Island. They're on the board. Well done.
The where's the pairs? The pairs are on beside it, aren't they? So it looks like the score on the pairs is 1-2. We'll see if we can get some scores. We just had somebody call in and say they're not up on the screen, and we're just trying to do that. But in the meantime, we'll see if we can give them to you on a regular basis. So the pairs, Macleay Island 1, Calliope 2, and the triples, they're 2 all. So only after 3 ends. So we'll try and keep you up to date on those as well, from time to time.
Righto, Maxine's given that one a little clap. She liked that one out of Bobby's hands.
Yeah, you can see why. It's a good judge, Maxine.
Up goes the finger. Good job.
Shooting Bill.
Well done, Bob.
Wild Bill.
And we've got Bob Nyland, the yellow bowls, is it?
Kurt. This is Kurt's second bowl. Like
Sorry.
any good lead, he's going to stay on that hand.
Come on, Kurt.
And that's a call there. That's the wide hand, so this should turn late. Just sneak around the back there. All right, couple of catches. You might not be holding shot, but skips like those lead bowls. Aren't they? Sort of looking.
Yeah,
looking
it's an effective bowl. You know, if you're within a couple of feet behind, it's an effective bowl.
Yeah.
It's bowls in the head, which is what you want. Yeah, so she's saying they're holding 2 at the moment, Maxine. Give them 2 fingers up.
Nice work from the postman. Tina Hammond's next on the mat. Annie McGill's just walking past. She's playing in the Coolum pairs grand final.
Oh, nice bowl. Just a bit heavy.
Looking to add to her impressive championship titles.
Yeah, she's had a few, ain't he, hasn't she, over the time?
I think she's won 8 singles,
Yep.
major singles here at Coolum Beach.
Who's she playing today, do you know? Do you know the
Yeah, they're
other?
playing in the pairs, grand final.
Maxine's happy about this, and so she should be. She's got the one shot now. This Cameron's bowl from his second bowl from Calliope. Just gone past. Maxine's still holding one. Play on it. This will be Tomo's second one.
Okay, so Tomo's down in the head here with that purple bowl. Might be a measure for the light blue. He's just looking to draw in there. He's just crossed the head. His weight's pretty good though.
Yeah, it was perfect weight, but way across the head.
Yeah, Grinder's in there. And he's just indicating that they're down with that front bowl.
Yep.
So he'd be looking for a nice positive draw now. He can maybe afford to. There he goes. He's just taking his grass now. The skip's interested. It might just hold up on that hand though. That's the narrow
Cameron's,
hand.
Yeah, it's a narrow hand. Not quite. Maxine's calling on that same hand.
You're still playing a bit of bowls, GT?
Yeah, I still play once a week, mate. Usually, use Tuesday afternoons. A bit of hit and giggle.
Pennant?
Yeah.
2026?
I played a couple of games in the Taylor Bowls, and then I'll probably put my name down for pennant.
Good on you, mate.
Still have a bit of a roll.
New greens, new surface.
Yeah. I'm not as keen as I used to be. I used to be. Get really excited about it, but these days I'm not as keen.
All right, looking to stand that one up into the breeze.
Yeah. It's Cameron. He's
That's Cameron.
dropping a bit short. Maxine's still signalling she's got one.
All right, that'd
It's
be
not
the
bad.
lead bowl from Bob.
Yeah. It's always nice as a skip to go up the head and be holding shot. She's got a couple of bowls around the head as well, so nothing to worry about.
Calliope's up 3-1 here in the fours in the pairs. Calliope's up 2-1 and the triples is 2-all. So close games here in the grand final. Calliope, tomato.
Maxine's bowls jack high. Beautiful weight, but not effective.
Seems to be on a pretty good track.
Good track coming here from Grinder. And he's got the shot bowl and sneaked faster for a shot.
Yeah, Calliope, I went to, played in a tournament all the way inland at Dolby.
Oh, yeah?
Now, I'm from south of the border, and if you look at Dolby, and you haven't been there before, it spells Dalby to me. And so we're on there, and we stopped halfway there. And
Look out.
There's a
Maxine's just picked
great
up the
shot.
jack and shot it back to the air. Back on my shoes, got the shot now.
It disturbed the head, so we're heading out to Dolby, and I stopped at the pie shop halfway there. The driver said, we've got to stop at this pie shop. I can't recall what it was. He said, the best pies. And they were absolutely sensational. I walked in and he said, "Oh, where are you off to, mate?" Just about 7 o'clock in the morning. I said, "Dalby." He looked at me and said, "Sounds like you're going to Dalby, mate, doesn't it?" So for you people at home this afternoon, if I get the pronunciation wrong of your suburb.
You've been to Gundawindi.
Yeah. Guns in.
Yeah.
Oh, great bowl.
Often misspoken. Gundawindi.
The Gundawindi Grey, the great Gunsen.
Yeah, it was.
Who rode him?
Not my field mate. Couldn't tell you. Who did? Do you know?
Yeah, I watched a story. He was talking about he was riding the Gunsen, and as he was in the parade, the announcer was still talking about the horse in front. So he said the great Gunsen stopped at the fence when and he said, "I won't go until they announced him over the speakers." He said he was that good, he knew his name, and he wouldn't go out onto the course proper until they said, "And the great Gunsen," and he said he swished his tail and
away he went.
Yeah, and off he went. So it looks like it's a bit of a measure there. Well, they must be.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's got it too. That was it. Certainly clipped that ball out. 3.
Oh, 3. That's the grinder.
3 to Calliope.
He's not afraid to play with a bit of weight. Could be in for an exciting afternoon. I like a bit of weight from time to time.
Yeah, 6-1 now. That's a good lead for Calliope after 5 ends. You seen that? So this is going to take that one out and get 3.
Calliope's off to a 6-1 lead. They haven't adjusted the boards yet. Still says 2-1 to Calliope in the fours. In the pairs, and then down in the triples, it says that it's still 2-all. So we'll keep you updated throughout the afternoon. We're here playing in the Taylor Bowls State Challenge Bronze Grand Final. $12,000 for first prize, $6,000 for second prize. Either way, it'll be a great trip home.
They're just updating a scoreboard down there now.
Proud moment for all these participants. They've all spoken so highly about representing their clubs, playing with their mates.
Yep. It looks like 2-3 now on the pairs.
All right. Kurt's taken his time on the mat this time. He wants to make his stamp on the match. He's playing the wide hand, which is good to see. I think if he gets comfortable with that, it's a favourable hand. A lot of the best players here like to get on the wide hand, and if they have to change. They say that getting on the narrower hand too early, it makes things difficult as the wind picks up to get out on that wide hand.
Yeah, I usually prefer to play a wide hand. I got an old set of SRs, and I like they turn nicely, so I don't mind going out wide and letting them come in.
There you go, some cheers coming from the grandstand for Bobby. He's dropped one in. Nice work. Kurt Ferris lets his second one go. That one should turn back nicely. BQ 15, Dreamtime Resorts.
That's the code. That's the code that gets you 15% off your Dreamtime holiday. So don't forget to quote it and get some value out of it, and tell Dreamtime that you heard about them right here. And while you're there, have a Heads of Noosa beer. Enjoy that. Like to see people looking after our sponsors' products. I've had a couple of Heads of Noosa beers in recent years.
They go down all right, don't they?
Yeah, they go pretty well, actually.
Yeah, I don't mind that. That's good stuff. Here's Tina. Kurt. It looks like Kurt will be holding head with that yellow bowl. I might suggest a GT.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to tell, but it looks like yellow. So Paul Hendricks from Bowler's Paradise was here for a while. Did he hang around?
Oh, he's just inside on some other duties at the moment. We'll try and get him on the airwaves this afternoon.
Yeah.
As a postman, he's He's looking to be positive. He's down on the head. So we thought I might just try and sit that yellow bowl, but that one's just stayed a little bit wide. This is Tina, just playing the wide hand, looking for the jack.
Oh,
Not much in that.
so it's the postman, Pat.
Yeah,
isn't it?
the postman, he just wants to sit that yellow bowl there, I'd say. GT. He won't be doing it with that one,
No,
though.
a bit tight.
Yeah, so the BQ15, Dreamtime Resorts, they've got a few resorts. Sounds like there's quite a few of them up and down the coast.
Yeah, there is apparently. I've stayed at it up at Cairns at Palm Cove. Obviously, I don't use resorts down here, but
Cam McCrowan.
I know they've got one here at Coolum somewhere.
Nice bowl here from Cam.
Oh, he's just now. What's happening? He might have moved the yellow in for shot now.
Well, yeah, I think the yellow may have had shots, so he's just building ahead. Just drop one in there, and I think he's got a nice result. Be a measure for 2 now. This is Tomo. He's got the green Hanselites. He's also throwing one out on the wide hand. He's seeing how they're coming in nicely. There's a couple of bowls there to get a rub off. Anywhere through that hole, positive
Close.
bowl there. And he's got it
He's
clean
got
as a
the jack.
whistle.
Taking it back there.
That's gone back to the blue.
Yeah, so that's Pat's bowl, I think, isn't it? Postman Pat's. His back bowl. Well, they're probably,
There you go.
Look at the other head now.
Yeah, the postman.
No, he's coming down the same head.
Yep.
Same head.
Yeah, but that might be Pat's shot, as you just said. So
Yeah. Just looking from here, you would have thought the other hand might have been better there, but it's a bit of rubbish in his way. So Maxine is calling.
he's calling
Tomo.
Tomo. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
calling
to
Tomo.
try and turn their own over.
Yeah, on the wide end. Come around that and it should drop down nicely. A little bit of help from a friend. No.
That's why I'm standing up on the screen. It's actually in reverse. That's
Yes,
the-
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Nice and positive bowl here. Got a piece of the cake.
Replay. So the luck of the draw is sort of going with Macleay at the moment, is it? That things aren't falling their way. Tends to go your way for a while and then swap around.
Yeah, the BQ15. I'll see if I can give that a workout over the next few months.
Yeah.
BQ15 Bowls Queensland 15 for those of you at home, part of the Bowls community. Dreamtime Resorts is one of the major sponsors here, working in conjunction with Taylor Bowls.
Oh, it's a nice ball. Just need the rest on that.
15% off the bottom line price, so it sounds like a nice discount there, so keep that in mind. We've also got BCIB Insurance Brokers, Village Motors, provided a car for Taylor boys to get around.
Yep.
Noosa Heads, Brewery. There we go, nice bowl here. That's the grinder.
BCIB Insurance is Kelvin Kirko's business. Kelvin's involved in the business, so give Kelvin a ring, he'll look after you. Okay, Maxine's going to try and sneak through here and sit that blue bowl. Ah, she's too wide. Too narrow, rather.
Yeah, I think Maxine just backed off a little bit there.
Yeah.
Looks like she's holding shot, see? So just...
Got the tape out.
One goes up.
One.
Macleay Island said, we'll take the one. Thank you very much.
Of course they will.
We'll move on to the next end. Try and get a couple.
So there's a bit happening over there in the triples. Well, look at what, 2-8. Is it?
Yep. No, nothing wrong with your eyes there.
So is that Calliope jump out to a lead?
No, the other way around.
Other way around. Macleay Island.
So we've got Calliope leading 6-2 in the fours. Then on the next rink, 3-2 Macleay Island and 8-2 in the triples Macleay Island. So at the moment, Macleay Island's up on 2 rinks. Very, very early on. There'll be a lot more bowls before this is decided who will be the winner here this afternoon. So if you're in the area, come on down to Coolum Beach Sports Club. There's plenty going on down here. Weather's good. The clouds that look like they're coming in to give us a headache this afternoon, they've moved on. They've gone north. So the conditions are pleasant here. We're sitting here in T-shirts and shorts. A great afternoon on the Sunshine Coast.
Couple of good games of pairs, club pairs going on here as well. If you're local and involved with the club, a couple of your fellow players are playing in the pairs. And a couple of good games going on.
Plenty of people around, GT.
Yeah, there is.
Good energy around here this afternoon. Coolum Beach Sports Club.
So the scores in the pairs are pretty close at the moment. Well, how in the ladies, the men's are 0-8. Not sure who's on the 8, but see if we can get some scores for you after. Okay. Kurt Ferris. He's aerodynamics.
Okay, Bobby Nylon's holding shot there with the light green bowls. The XGs. The postman's now going to have an opportunity to make his impact on this end. He's going to play his backhand. Should cut across in nicely here with the wind. The afternoon breeze, and he seems to have played this perfectly. Here you go, there's a round of applause coming from the stadium. And supporters from Macleay Island are on board with that shot from the postman, Pat Cowell. There we go.
That's better.
Just tap me on the shoulder. I'm trying to get you your other scores.
Okay.
So Maxine says we're holding one. Got the one finger up. Just draw me another one in here. On your 4, on your going on his backhand. No. On his backhand, yeah. So he's out the wide side. Should run into quite nicely here. Good weight. Very good bowl. Very good bowl. 2 shots on Macleay Island. Let's
Okay.
see
Just-
what...
That's what the doctor ordered, GT. A couple of nice bowls up front.
Yep.
Okay, that's the more favourable hand. This one should turn back nicely with the breeze assisted. And it won't get around the yellow. That belongs to Bob. Sorry, Kurt Ferris.
Yep. So that's
Still 2 shots.
probably third shot. So this is Tomo now. Again, you're going the wide hand.
See if Tomo can just tuck this around the back there. They're holding 2. It is standing out for someone to take advantage of. This one is being urged to come back from Maxine. It won't do it on this occasion. Ammo's in there having a measure. I'm not sure what for, maybe third shot. I think that might be the case. Either way, I think he'll be looking for a positive draw here, GT.
Yeah.
There you go. Exactly that. A foot through. Nothing for short. Cam McCrowan. Certainly pointed this nice, GT. Watch the wind help this one come back.
Good bowl, Cameron.
Maybe a tad too much.
Made a bit closer.
All right. Use that.
Maxine's just give me something behind here before they do. Don't play their shot.
Yeah, big opportunity here from Clay Island. Real big opportunity here. They want to grab this with both hands. Tomo has thrown it out. He's bowled it well.
Oh, no.
And he was a bit stiff there. Oh,
Pushed
my
the jack over to
goodness.
the opposition.
That was really nice weight, but the skip did ask him to stay out onto that purple bowl, and the breeze just assisted a cut back through the holding too. He got the wrong side of the jack. $12,000 they're playing for here.
Yeah, well, it's the difference of 6, isn't it?
The difference between first and second prize is $6,000. Let me tell you, they'd be feeling the pressure out there. I haven't played for $12,000 before on a TV ring.
No. Well, I don't think many of these players would have either.
Okay. Maxine's just indicated we're one down on the way through. There is a shot there for her, though, both hands. The only problem is that yellow bowl at the back belongs to Kurt Ferris. So
So
Maxine's...
she's really got to come out in the wide hand and just try and sit that bowl, sit the shot bowl, doesn't she?
Yeah, I think she's going to do exactly that.
If she gets the edge of the jack and takes it across there to that green, it'll be good for her.
Yeah, Tomo's got a green bowl over there,
Yeah.
so correct. Let's see what Maxine's got up her sleeve here. This seems to be well pointed. Not a bad weighted bowl either. It's turning, it's working hard.
Oh.
Great try, Maxine. That's what we like to see. Mate, that was close.
It was close, yeah. Now she can afford to pick up that jack now and drag it back. She's got a couple of bowls behind there. So she can afford to keep that weight. She would probably, she had about a metre of weight on it.
What's the grinder going to do, mate? Just plonk another one in there?
No, he'd be just trying to block the hole, wouldn't he? Get one in there. He's
Getting a bit too cute for that, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he was trying to put something in the way, but he's never took enough grass for that.
Come on, grinder. There's a long, long way to go.
Maxine picks up the jack or moves that bowl.
Yeah, I like the
party
weight on this
time.
again. This one's a
She's
little
too
bit
wide.
wider. Watch the wind assist this late, GT.
Still one down.
Onto the green of Tomo's, but it just rolled backwards, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the advantage now is... Hang on, he's turned his back on this. Doesn't really want a piece of it.
Oh, no, he didn't want the jack. He didn't get it either. 2 shots for
Turned his back, but...
Calliope.
I'm not sure if he thought that was too
Oh,
wide
no,
or...
yeah, he did. He'd given it away, but it turned out to be a very good ball.
I think he might have thought that was too wide. It wasn't going to cut back, and it got on its edge, and with that breeze, it's made its way home. So there you go, 8-2. Calliope in front of Macleay Island. Let me do some updates for you on the other rinks. There you go, Wayne Netter. Pointing at the screen, saying, Hawley, I've got it under control, mate. So if you're watching at home, yeah, no, well done, mate. So in the pairs, Calliope's up 9-4 after 7 ends. And in the triples, Calliope also is up 3-2. And on this rink, they're off to a commanding lead, 8-2. So Calliope's got one hand on the check at this stage. They're playing positive bowls and they're certainly taking the ball up. But I've been watching Macleay Island all weekend. And there's some great bowlers amongst that team. And they certainly they won't lie down. I've seen some nice comebacks over the last day and a half.
Those triples, I don't know that score is up to date. It says they've only played 3 ends. I don't see them killing any, so I don't think you've done anything, Wayne. I think they just haven't updated the scoreboard. Yes, they have now. We've just done it 8-2. 8-2 after 6 ends now. On the, oh no, sorry, I'm looking at, no, it's still 4-3. It's gone to 4-3 on 6 ends. So it should be 4-3 on 6 ends for the triples.
Now it'll all come out in the wash.
Yeah, they've just updated their scoreboard, so.
All right.
I thought 3 ends was a bit quiet. Okay, I don't know where that bowl's.
There's Bob.
Bit tight.
Okay, they've taken the mat right out here, GT. It looks like they've gone from tee to tee. They've just got their mat about a foot in front at the end there, maximum end. Tina doesn't have a problem at all playing the tee to tee. She's got a beautiful action. She played this on the wide hand. That'll get a little rub off the yellow, and that will be good enough for shot. Skip puts his hand up and says, well done. And look at these two behind the mat, giving each other a little high five. And why not? It's a grand final. You take anything you can.
Yeah, 4-3 on 6 for the triples. So Macleay are up there. They're down on the pairs, 9-4 after 7.
Okay, there's the postman just running in the back of Tina's bowl. So Tina's back up on the mat. She's going to stay on the wide hand. She looks to have let that one go nicely. I think she's taken all the grass she needs as well on this occasion. She's sort of turned her back.
She's a bit too wide, I think, mate.
Oh, beautiful weight. Look at that. Yeah, and the skip indicates with the old waving of the arm from left to right. She says,
no, Calliope are looking pretty good at the moment. They're up on the pairs and in this game on the fours. So they're looking strong at the moment.
All right, here's the postman. What's he got on this occasion? He's going to get a little rub off that.
That'll help him, because he would have been through it by a mile otherwise.
Crosses the jack and rolls back in for shot.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, just as well he used that, he'd have been still going.
Okay, Cam McCrowan's got the pink bowls, the adrenalines, and the adrenaline's running at the moment as this one just crosses the head and gets a little bit of assistance from the yellow. Depends which way this bowl rolls, and it rolls back towards the jack. That's handy.
Tomo bowling now. Tomo just sneaked past those, and you've got a very good bowler.
Yeah, we got one of the local legends just joined the house. Jason Membray, good afternoon.
He's got the Heads of Noosa shirt on too, mate.
He's got the empty glasses. I'll have a beard just after work, mate. I'm just too much electrical issue going on around here, mate, to be enjoying a
frothy.
Yeah, all right now. But this is a nice bowl.
Jason's supporting one of our sponsors. So you had the Heads of Noosa shirt. Only get them when you buy a lot of Heads of Noosa.
That's a great bowl there, Cameron McCrowan. Absolutely brilliant. All right, Tomo's let his last one go. How's it look, GT?
Not too bad at all, mate. It's just it's just going to stay wide.
I think it was on the right track, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was only weight, it was
yeah.
only speed then.
Yeah. Yep. All right, the skips go and then play their bowls.
Okay, so definitely holding one there is the pink bowl
Yep.
of Cameron McCrowan. Then we've got the bowl at the back there, which is the green bowl, which is Tomo's. Let's have a look there. So I think Tomo might be second wood, having a look at the screen. So it's one to Calliope. Second shot to Macleay Island. 8-2 on the seventh end.
The sun's warmed up now, isn't it?
Yeah, the sun's come out
Got
there.
glaring.
There we go. These are the changing conditions I was talking about.
Yeah.
We had the clouds come in, the temperature went down, the grass stood up.
Yep.
The clouds have now moved on, the sun's out. It's gone up 4 degrees in 3 seconds.
Oh, taking that out. That's good. That's a replay, Wayne.
Wayno, can we hit a replay there? The grinders just pushed one through the head there and got shot.
Good skips bowl.
Look at this. This is a great skips bowl.
You come from way out there. Look at that.
Oh, that's a great skips bowl. Oh, well, he had shot, but he was positive, didn't he? Now he's definitely got shot, and he's got that pink bowl behind the jack as a catcher. Maxine Elliott. Oh, I just need a little rub off that front bowl there, and it would have come straight back through the head. Bad luck. Okay, 1, maybe 2 shots. There you go, the call is 2.
Don't have 4th, 5th and 6th.
Okay, he's going to stay on the forehand, and why wouldn't he? He played the last one well. He might just want to back off a little bit of weight, but they do have a couple of catches there at the back as well, GT. So I think he's going to play this nice and positive and look for another counter.
Doing it pretty well. Just cruising there.
Yeah, look at that one turn late.
Yeah.
Nice bolt. The boys at the other end have put their fingers up, so they've said, job done there, Skip. But the Maxine Allard, she's going to have final say on this end. She's played it out beautifully on the wide hand. She wants this to work back late, make an impact in the head. And starting to turn now. Up you go, Max. Oh, that's a magnificent bowl.
Yeah, may not have got shot, but no.
Okay, one shot. Great bowl there, Maxine.
One shot to Calliope, but it was a great save, Maxine.
Hey, putting things in the context of the match, I just want to go back to the change of the weather conditions. So we had a beautiful blue sky morning, no clouds.
Yep.
Then we had the late clouds coming through on the lunch break. The temperature then dropped by about 4 degrees. And now the sun's out, blue skies, temperature's gone up immediately. So playing tee to tee with that breeze coming across your shoulder, these are challenging conditions, beautiful conditions. But when I say challenging, I mean consistently changing.
Yep.
Up in the gold division up at Tawantin, it's 2 rinks all at the moment.
Okay, they are.
Oh, beautiful. We've got Phil Keats back in the house. Fingers.
Keats just dropped in and said in the gold division it's 2 rinks all in the gold division. And who we got? Pine Rivers playing Rabina.
Yes.
Pine Rivers and Rabina playing in the gold up at Tawantin Noosa. And it's 2 rinks all. So here we've got Calliope holding 2 rinks and Macleay holding the other one.
Righto, Bob Nyland.
Oh, that's a bit short, Bob. Kurt Ferris, his last bowl finished about a foot past the jack. A useful bowl.
Well, the strategy's clear from Calliope this afternoon. They're playing tee to tee. They're going to say, if you want to beat us this afternoon, we're playing the big ends.
Yep.
You're not going to get any easy short ends, no social 3/4 lengths. They've drawn the line in the sand, and it's clear to see that they're playing tee to tee. And why not? Because they're playing quite well. The lead bowler there, Kurt Ferris seems to love it. He's plonked another one right on. It's advantage Calliope at the moment. And Macleay Island, I think they want to get the mat and maybe change it up a little bit, GT.
Yep. Yeah, I want to be interested to see if they do change it when they get the mat. Well, they do go short.
Look, they've been playing the long end quite well, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but sometimes you just want to challenge the opposition and see just how vulnerable they are if you change the length,
Yeah,
right?
but when you're 9-2 down, mate, you've got to do something. You've got to change something up,
Yeah.
don't you? You know, you've got to. You can't just sit there and let them plug away. You've got to change something up. So
Exactly. So on the back of Kurt's beautiful lead bowl, look who's found their length straight away. Tina's sort of thereabouts again, and she's comfortable on that wide hand. Just going back to the comments earlier on, I said if you can get on that wide hand early and be comfortable on it, you'll enjoy it all afternoon.
yeah,
See, as the speed of the greens change throughout the afternoon, if you get stuck on that narrow hand, it's hard to dead draw. It's hard to get your weight right. But with
exactly. Yeah, it's a lot easier to get your weight right on a wide draw.
Yeah,
isn't it?
wide draw, just drawing through the head, positive, looking for the jack or just a dead draw. But it seems if you get stuck on that narrow hand and the green's changing speed, it can be a tough afternoon.
Yeah.
So it looks like the experience coming from Calliope, Tina's again throwing one out on the wide hand. She's looking just around to get around the
This is a
front
good
bowls,
ball.
and she's in the count. There you go. Not a bad job done. Applying the pressure.
Yeah, right there.
So we're just going to have a change in the commentary team at the moment. Phil Fingers Keats is in the house. So I'll just get you to slide up here, GT, and I'll hand this over to...
Thanks, Adam.
Yeah, Coachy.
Right, we've had a good weekend, haven't we?
Yeah, it has been a good weekend. So we've got
And got a good bowl coming in here.
this is Cameron's. Very nice bowl, Cameron. So Calliope holding shot now. So on the other rigs, after 7 hands in the pairs, Calliope have done 9-4, and after 6 hands in the triples, Calliope 3-4, and we're 9-2 here in the fours. I don't know what happened to that bowl, but turn you back on that one. So this is Cameron's pink bowl coming down. If he misses that yellow at the front, and he has. Oh, he's good touch shave on it. And another beautiful bowl, Cameron. Yeah, get the camera out, take a photo of those. 2 good bowls, right in the head, right in the jack.
Can you show me where's the jack?
Maxine says, get down here and draw that jack off.
Yeah.
So this is coming down on the narrow hand.
She is narrow.
Yeah, she is narrow. There's some. Oh no, she got around that front one. She's holding.
Gee.
Look,
Oh,
that's
what a great
beautiful.
ball.
And got
And
the shot.
Yeah.
Very
About
good.
halfway down, there was a gust of wind on the Bowls Queensland flag, and that must have straightened the bowl up.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was Tomo's green bowl. Brad Thomas. Well done. So the skip goes to the head, holding one shot from Macleay Island. You just need Macleay to pick up a couple of shots, Casey, make it a bit more interesting. 9-2. They don't let it get away from anymore.
No, they're a good solid side. They'll come back.
This is not going to make a difference. It's only going to cut across. So what's Maxine going to do? Follow down the partner, Tomo's bowl? I would imagine. Yeah, she's on the narrow hand. So not a bad line that she's got. She just drifts in here and sits those pink. Be nice.
Yeah, pull up a bit short, I think.
Look like going to make it.
Still worth 4. 3.
Okay, so Cameron's laying a grinder, get down here. See if we can disturb these. Oh, got replay on that. Replay on that. And Jack ended up in the ditch. Where's where the bowls ended up? You can't see them from here.
I don't think there was any touches there, was it?
See if we can get you a replay on that. And a long measure here for the umpire, the ditch. So we've got the green bowl there of Brad Thomas, and it looks like it's with Cameron's pink bowl. It's a measure for those two. So the umpire's gone for the long measure. He's made out to help him.
I think the weather's going to be kind to us now this afternoon. It looked a bit threatening there earlier on, but it looks like it's moved around.
Yeah, it's turned out pretty good, Keithy. I think we're going to be troubled by it. It looks like the green bowl, but
It's hard to say.
yeah, it is.
It's always hard when there's a bowl in the ditch, or the kiddies in the ditch, I mean.
I can see it physically from here, and it looks. When I look at the green, it looks like the pink, but when I look at it on the TV, it looks like green.
Got him, Rap.
I got
It
it.
looks like Macleay Island got
Clay
the...
Island got it. That'll be one. One from the Clay Island. One from Clay Island, and after 8 ends. So we're about halfway through. Wallasey's come back with some nice chilled water for us.
Liquid refreshments.
Yeah, it's,
I just had a crack at them inside. It's a bad service for the commentary team. Where's the refreshments?
Hold on.
Yeah, good bowl, Ian.
Yeah, Kurt Fergus, beautiful bowl. Foot and 8 inches behind. And, we've got Bob Nyland now. Macleay Island. Thanks, Halsey. Nice cold glass of water. That's about all I can have at the moment.
Could change in about an hour and a half, GT.
I'll be looking for heads and nursing then, mate. Has a good bowl, second good bowl there by Bob Nyland. Kurt's delivering his second yellow bowl. Christian Lenski running around in his wheelchair.
Go and get a heads and
Yeah, well, that's 2 shots now for Calliope.
Dream time.
Okay.
Stay 5, pay 4.
So that blue bowl of Pat's a little bit short. So the shot bowl's the yellow bowl behind the head. Yeah, give it 5 minutes. And the purple bowl of Tina Hammond. They're all sitting out there in the front now, building a bit of a fence. See what Pat the postman can do here. Just get past his own last bowl. Good chances. Yeah, he's got a good weight here. And that's the shot. Well done, Pat. Got the crowd clapping and cheering. So you're looking for a rest after these couple of days, Keachy?
Oh, yeah, I will, but I won't be able to. I've got to go and do a bit of homework with Stewie Taylor and make sure all the prize money's right to be sent out.
Yep.
And I think Graham Hooper will be very, very busy tonight, adding everything up and shooting it down to Stewie, and Stewie and I will go through and make sure it's all right.
Yep.
And then notify the clubs and get their bank details, and before Easter they'll have a little surprise.
Good. So there's Tomo bowl from Macleay Island, so that gives them 2. In there with a couple of shots.
Yeah, so
Yeah, well, they'll be looking forward to a little check in the mail, won't they?
yeah, it's just once we've got all that sorted out, my wife wants to have a few days away in the motorhome, but I wouldn't mind staying at home for 4 days over Easter.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going away in mine over Easter. Daughter's got a place down at North Arm Cove, down near down towards Newcastle.
Yep.
So the families all get together down there for Easter, as we traditionally do. So looking forward to getting away on Thursday. We're going to head off and go down there.
Yeah, it's always nice to spend time with the family, and you don't think about anything else when you're doing that.
Yeah, they're right on the water and got a couple of boats, so we do a bit of fishing and crabbing. And,
Yeah.
occasional coldie. Well, more than the occasional one, perhaps. But. Okay, so Clay holding a couple of shots here. Well, maybe not. Maybe that green one isn't in.
Really, anything through there. We're 3 now.
3 down. 3 down. Grinder says. So the green is in there.
Yeah, mate, 3. Whatever you're comfortable with, mate. Probably to here.
And Grinder says, yeah, it's whatever you're comfortable with. Get in here.
Go to me, he's good. You go to that.
Done pretty much what he was asked to do too. Draw to me, straight through, pick up the jack. Oh, he did too. Yep. Macleay probably still holding one.
Good. You rolled me over twice, room for shot.
Pat the postman's dark blue bowl is the one shot. That yellow bowl of Kurt Ferris probably sitting second shot. So
For those viewers who don't know where Calliope is, it's in one of the smallest districts in the bowls Queensland have got, of Port Curtis, up near Gladstone, and they're a very, very progressive little club.
Yeah, but one don't. I want you to play to there. Keep it tight. Tight into that.
They had 2 teams in the Taylor Bowl State Challenge this year, and have asked for 3 next year. So
there's Maxine's bowls coming in. Just need to be a bit tighter than that.
Good weight.
What's the grinder going to do here? He's going the forehand. He's just not going to just draw around it, I think. He's not going to do anything too dramatic.
Come on, mate.
Come on, grinder!
I reckon he can draw this, and he has.
Trial.
That's your jack, rolling to that ball.
He has drawn it.
One down with that.
That is a good shot. It's a good shot.
I'm happy with that.
he's a good bowler, Grinder.
What's that?
He is.
Yeah, but you don't want to touch the kitty and bring it back. You got 3 here.
What's Maxine going to do? She's going to try and hit one of her bowls up. I think she can come through the pack. I don't know. I think she can draw around there. Don't think so.
Same again, mate. Freckle touch on the kitty's beautiful.
I think he likes it.
No, I think he likes it.
Come on!
He's
It's still
saying it's not-
coming.
Yeah,
You're not hurt.
he's saying it's not good enough, but yeah, maybe just a foot short. So one for Calliope. Makes him 10-3 after 9 ends.
Perfect weight.
And Wayne tells us we've got Calliope pairs. The pairs Calliope winning 12-7, and it's all even money in the triples after 8 ends at 24. So we're a third of the way there.
Caddy, jump on, brother.
Here in the we're halfway through. I'm going to jump out and let Halsey come back in. So I'll leave it with Halsey and Kipi.
Thanks, GT.
Hey, Billy!
There we go. Thanks, GT. Kipi, I've just been down there amongst the bowlers. I can feel the energy. I didn't sense a great deal of nerves, but I can. They know that what they're playing for, the $12,000, and there's a lot on the line.
It certainly is.
I was just having a quick chat to Tina. She's playing that wide hand, and she took my advice earlier on out the back. I said, if you're playing north-south now, I said, don't get stuck on the narrow hand. That was my only
We just
advice.
had Johnny C walk past. He was giving advice to some bowlers down there, and they didn't listen, which is normal with Johnny.
Okay. Bowls Promo TV, Wayne Netter. Look at the umbrellas on top of the cameras here. They're all starting to swirl around. The wind's picking up. We predicted this afternoon the wind would pick up. It happens every afternoon.
Yes, it
Cootsy?
does, yeah. And then dies down about 5.
So 10-3. Okay, Calliope's leading on 2 rinks, leading 10-3 on this. As you can see on the screen, 12-7 in the pairs, 5-all in the triples. We've had blowouts in the triples all weekend. The last game over here, there was another 35-3, something like that, or 35-10, and the one we covered yesterday was a blowout in the triples, and we look at it today and it's 5-all. That'd be
5-all.
That'd be a good match to watch, mate.
Yeah. But as I said yesterday, blowouts can happen in the triples quite easy, and you don't have to bowl poorly to have a blowout.
There you go. Yeah, the wind's definitely picking up. Beautiful conditions here at Coolum Beach Sports Club, hosting the grand final of the Taylor Bowls State Challenge. The bronze grand finals taking place right now on green 2. 2 teams playing for the prize money, well, for the championship as well. It's a nice trophy you got there. Does that go to the winner, Cootsy?
Yeah, that's a Taylor Bowls. It's mounted on top of a trophy, and that'll be a perpetual trophy.
Well, there's plenty of little plaques there, Cootsy, so it looks like Taylor Bowls anticipates this competition be going around for a while, mate, which is great news for everyone. I've never played for 12 grand, that's for sure. Well done. Exciting stuff. Okay, what's happening here? Looks like who's got shot there would be the purple bowl. That'd belong to Tina Hammond.
I don't think that triple score can be right.
Yeah, they're 8 ends, they said they played. They normally get through their ends quicker, don't they, the triples? So we'll look for an update there in the triples game. Scoreboard says 5-all after 8 ends. They've probably got through a few more than 8 ends. They would have played more ends than any of the other 2 ends, right?
Yes.
There we go, finger goes up. Macleay Island, Maxine says well done. All right, 7 shots behind Macleay Island. Be a good time to get things moving. Cameron McCrowan. Macleay was holding, and Cam McCrowan has just said, okay, I'll play the wide hand and I'll drop one in. He's played an absolute bomb. So now we've got Tomo looking to change it up. Bit of support from his teammates. Gets a little rub. Won't be getting shot, but it's in the head for 2nd or 3rd. There, Tomo's bowls there, the 2 green bowls just behind the pink. So a little bit of encouragement there for Maxine. Okay, that purple bowl there, though, to the left of the green belongs to Tina. Calliope. So Calliope's holding shot with the bowl there from Cameron McCrowan. You can just see the replay on the screen. There you go, shot. Certainly was a good one. Just every time Macleay Island seem to be getting on the front foot, Keatsy, they just produce another shot, and we witnessed that last game, didn't we?
It's
just good bowls. All right, Rinder's got shot. He's just going to throw one out here. Let it come back with a breeze. Little rub off the pink, and that'll be 2. Just not sure if he's going to get there with this one. No, he's on the right track.
He's allowed 1.
He's only human. Okay, Maxine's down, so she will be positive with this bowl. There's no doubt about that. nothing for short, as they say, and this one goes through the gap and it's coming in towards the jack. This is a nice bowl. It gets plenty of applause from the grandstand. Just misses the jack though. What a beautiful weighted bowl that was, Cootsy.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be up when you're down, mate, eh? As they say in the movies.
You got to be up to enjoy it. GT, can you get the triples to update their board? I don't think they have. And keep it updated.
You just pass me that glass there, GT. Over that one there, mate. Thanks, mate.
What have we got?
Great work.
Will he hold?
All right, the grinder swaps it up. Not sure why he's holding. The green bowl's behind the head or away. He could see something I couldn't. Like there was a nice draw bowl coming in there, but he could see something I couldn't, and he's the skip. He's doing the job at the moment, so I'm certainly not going to argue with him. All right, Maxine wasn't far away with the last. Another nicely weighted bowl. Yeah, that last bowl of grinders was just enough to get in a head, mate, wasn't it?
Put her off.
Yeah, exactly, because I think she played a little bit of extra weight to try and ensure she got onto it.
Yeah.
You think that's right? Yeah, so it wasn't a good bowl by the grinder, but it got in Maxine's draw line.
That's right.
So it was an
Served a
effective
purpose.
result, wasn't it? Okay. All right, another shot for Calliope. 11-3. After 10. Whoop, thrown that in the ditch. That one will come back.
Yeah, now the chance to shorten it right up. Bring the mat right up.
11th end we're playing on. There you go.
No, his skip wants him right back.
Okay. They're going to go toe-to-toe with them, mate, right in their hitting zone. Yeah, 11-3 down in the grand final. 11th end. They play 18. Might have been time for a change, but anyway, what will we know? They've got to back themselves. That's the key, isn't it, mate? Whatever you do, back yourself. Be positive. Well, here we go, the Taylor Bowl State Challenge, the bronze. Playing here at Coolum Beach Sports Club. Taylor Bowl sponsoring $18,000 prize money for the grand final. For the winners, $12,000. For the bridesmaids, $6,000. Runners up, best prize money. And I've heard of in a competition like this, that's for sure. Calliope's in front. They're in front on the TV rink. They're also in front in the pairs, 13 points to 9. Macleay looks like they've made a little bit of a comeback there. And the triples, we haven't had a positive update on that. It shows it's only 8 ends and that scores 5 all. As soon as we get an update there, we'll certainly update the screens. Okay, well, Calliope again. Kurt Ferris just does the job. Yeah, you get a lead like that, the bowl's consistent in the grand final. I mean, that's just outstanding, isn't it? Fingers?
Yeah, he's been bowling well right from the start.
Just that one lead bowl can change it. The rest of the bowls coming through, can't it, mate?
Yes,
We've seen a bit of that today. Okay. Here's Tina. I had a bit of a chat when I walked down there before. Tina's enjoying the wide hand. She's played it quite well today and she's going to remain there on this bowl. She'd like to get underneath that greenish blue bowl. She's done just that. And look at this turn in, and that is absolutely beautiful. And that's the benefit of playing the wide hand, mate. You throw it out there and you let the breeze assist you, and
As long as you got your weight right, the
long as you
wind
got
will
your weight.
the wind will help you at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that one turned nicely, and it's a good spot. They're in a commanding position. They're holding shot, and they've got second wood. I think she's looking at changing much here. Keatsy, same sort of bowl, mate. Throw it out there. Inside this one, 3. And the skip's starting to applaud it now, he knows. Yeah, touch the yellow, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's even better. Look at that. Beautiful bowls. Well done.
Yep.
And she deserves the applause, all the applause she's getting. She's bowled really well on the big stage, Tina. She's unfazed. Looks like she's done this 1,000 times. There we go, Wayno. Well done. Good stuff. Okay, Paddy the postman. Not a bad home. Didn't change it up. The grinder's just looking for a bit of insurance here. He's got 2 right on the jack. The next best, so he's holding 3. He's up 11-3 on the 11th end, so he just says, give me one out wide, but this one across the head, and I might even get an account. Oh no, it's a horrible spot if they wanted to play that hand coming in though. Okay. This is Tomo. Brad Thomas. Come on, Brad, get in amongst those bowls, mate. Change it up a bit. Give yourselves a chance. Come on, Tomo. Set him up. All right, not a bad home. Keatsy?
No, quite good.
Yeah, we've got one of the spectators here taking a photo of the Taylor Bowl State Challenge check. 12,000's written on it. Have you signed off on that, Keatsy? Where's your signature, mate?
I left the date off too, so.
You're going to have to put your moniker on that at some stage, mate. All right, Tomo's down, 2 in the head, playing with a little bit of weight. Skip wants to be positive. I think this is a pretty good bowl. Oh, the Skip's... Come on. Oh, dear. Good try, mate. Yeah, this is the one that did all the damage, Cootsy. Straight out of the blocks again, Kurt Ferris, all over it.
Yep.
Yeah, the Skip's chalk out again. It's happened a few times in this grand final. Yeah, the pressure hasn't affected Curtsy Ferris at all, mate. All right, here we go. That's all the Calliope crew. Someone on one of the adjacent rinks. Calliope. Calliope. Yeah. Jeez, I might get it right by the end of the day, mate. Big Blainos here playing in the club pairs. He's the major singles champ, Blaine Shorter. The sun's come out, the big unit's feeling the heat. He might have had a couple of sherbets last night. He enjoys his Saturdays. One of his famous sayings is, "It's my Saturday as well," he says, Blaine.
Yep.
We're playing bowls.
Yeah, catching.
Yeah.
Okay, that purple bowl there belongs to Calliope, Tina Hammond.
You've only got to roll her over. And it counts. Just the once.
Let's go back to the head there if we can. Please, Mr. Netter. Here we go. Yeah, purple bowl shot. Tina Hammond. Okay, so here's the grinder. He's just looking to come in on Tina's other bowl, the purple. He might get a little piece of it here and improve it, but he's going to sit the green. Roll back in. There's another one in the head for them. Yeah, look.
They certainly need them.
Yeah, it's a difficult head for the skip here, right? Yeah. A couple down. Need a Hail Mary. Hootsy.
That's a
about that far in
I
front.
don't know what's going to happen here. Just hit a couple of front bowls maybe for luck. You got nothing afterwards, so I'm not too sure, mate. That's why it can be difficult being a skip sometimes, Cootsy.
Oh, especially when there's bowls in front of the head.
Yep. Okay. Well, that's going to turn. Here we go. Look at this. Come on, Max. Great effort. My word, it was. Oh, Max. Got excited then. Yeah, I like this. I like everything about it. It's positive. That's what they've been playing all day. I mean, they're holding shot. And that was a... If he got it wrong, it could have gone the other way. But they're a positive team. They back each other and they seem to be getting the results on the back of that positive attitude, Cootsy.
Yep, they are.
Positive mindset gets positive results, mate. This is a nice bowl from Maxine. She was a tad unlucky. I thought it was a cracker, and I really would have liked to have got that bowl at this stage just to get them back in the match and get some momentum, and hopefully with a couple ends to go. There's only a few shots in it, but at this stage, it's all Calliope. They've been a professional outfit. They've come out with purpose. They've had a game plan and they haven't changed their game plan. Again, the mat's all the way back. The Jacks only just on about 900 short of the tee. And Kurt Ferris, he might just plonk one down again. No, he hasn't on this one. He's left the door open for Bobby Nylon. Righto, Bob. Macleay Island. You've got to be up, mate. They need you, and they need you now. This is the time. There's $12,000 for first prize.
No.
Yeah, maybe they've... Kurt Ferris, he hasn't made 2 mistakes in a row. I'm looking for an improvement on this bowl. It's got the weight. Might have just taken a little bit off, but... Yep. All right. The door's still open for Bob. Wasn't happy with his last. The skip's given him the mark with a foot. Max says, all right, Bob, boot me foot, you'll have shot. Simple as that.
It's got a bit more weight this time.
Bit more weight, bit more grass. It's a good recipe. Come on. Come on, Bobby. Come on, Bob. Close. I don't think they'll decide who wins this end, though. Cootsy.
No, there'll be a lot of bowls inside them.
Here comes Tina. She's played this hand really well. She's not afraid to take the grass at all. She's used it to an advantage all afternoon, and this is another example of that, Cootsy. Tina's thrown that out there. It's coming around nicely.
Coming home.
And that's given it a chance, isn't it, mate? You want to give it a chance.
Yeah, the Macleay Island lead hasn't been right on his game.
All right, the postman. He said they call him the postman. He always delivers. Well, guess what, mate? This is the time. We need you. Macleay Island. This is when they need Pat Cowell to stand up. The postman. It's time to deliver. Around the grounds, the other rinks. Calliope pairs. After 15 ends, the score's 14-10. Calliope are leading that. And on the triples, after 10 ends, Calliope leads that one 9-5. So they, tell you what, they got one hand on the trophy, 1.5 hands on the cheque, $12,000 for the winner, 6 large for runners-up.
Fingers,
Yeah.
I played in the pairs, and I heard you talking yesterday. You're going to increase that from 16 to 18 or something, aren't you?
We'll look at it all at the end, and we want to try and have all the games finish at the same time, roughly.
Yeah. Well,
We're going to increase the triples, the 4-bowl pairs, the old man pairs.
I played in the pairs, and my beer card got a Haydn because we finished half an hour before everyone else.
That Ryan Burnett said exactly the same. He said he became an alcoholic. He said, so I've got to increase the ends there. We realised it after the first round, but once it had started, there was nothing we could do. But first year, there's always hiccups, and that was one of the little hiccups.
Yeah, they got a fair way to go, haven't they?
Yeah. But the breweries enjoyed it, so... I can't...
Okay, so the pairs are showing. This is the 16th end, so that'll be the last end for them. Macleay needs to pick up 4 shots in the last end.
Gee, they've slipped through those pairs quickly.
This is on a good track here.
Yeah, look, Calliope, they're really enjoying themselves there. You can hear the laughter. I think they're not taking anything for granted, but they're confident. They can see the winning post. I think there's an opportunity for them now just to reflect on the weekend they've had, the season they've had, and just enjoy the last few ends. Memories.
Well, Macleay are only 4 behind in both rinks there, so...
Yeah, well, it's the last end in the pairs, so they need to pick up a 4 there. Maybe, they need to pick up a 4 to tie that. What happens if they have a tie on that end?
Extra end.
Okay. All right.
Still got a long way to go in those triples.
Yeah.
I don't know
mate.
what's going on over there.
Yeah.
Unless they've had a lot of dead ends.
The Crocs are holding 2 on that last end.
Now the wind's back.
Well, 1 at least.
I just saw the...
You bowling, Tina?
Okay, here on the main green. 2 more bowls, 2 more bowls there. Calliope.
Yeah, there's a chance I've got that around the wrong way. Fingers?
Yeah, I would say it is, looking at the ends.
Yeah. I'll make a change.
Hold on, mate. Here's Kurt, his second bowl. Down the wide hand. That one will pull up a bit short. And Bobby. Skips calling out, bit of encouragement. Come on, Bobby. Get one close for us. Seems to be better weighted. Shot Bobby. Maxine yells out, that'll do for shot. Bobby just stuck one down the narrow hand. We know that will Tina. She stays on the wide hand. A positive bowl. Shot bowl's a bowl and a half behind the jack. Anything under this blue's good. But she knocks up Bob. The advantage to Macleay Island. Holding 2. The postman, he's going to slip one up the inside here. He's going to play the narrow hand, just try and get inside the yellow. Little trail of the jack's good. Sit the 2 shot bowls, no problems. Yeah, that's what he's done. A little rub off that. 1 in, 1 out. Well, it's not 1 in, 1 out really. I mean, he's holding 3 now. So we've got Tina Hammond. She's playing a second bowl again. See if she can correct on a last.
Keitsy's gone for a walk, so I thought I'd jump back in.
Welcome back, mate.
Yeah, thank you. 13-3.
At the pointy end.
Yeah, it's
Match.
getting that way.
It's really up to you. I like it here, though. Sam, I'm going to get you swapped.
Well, they've done 15 ends and the triples only got 1 end to go. Calliope 14-10. And
Go on, Ken. Big bowl, mate.
Look at this.
Good shot. Brilliant.
here we go again. To find your news out over there, Casey?
15-11 on the triples.
Yep.
17 it should be.
Nice bowl there from Cameron.
And triples. Triples to 17-11.
15-11 on 17.
Right, Cam just played a nice bowl. He'll be doing same hand again.
9-5 on 10 on the pairs. That's correct.
Yeah, this is just turning back nicely. This is on the narrow side of the green. He's just going to get a little rub on his own, push that through. Got a happy skip. Calliope's applying all the pressure. 13-3 in front. Macleay Island just can't find a way into the match at the moment. Every time they have, Calliope's just had the answers to any questions being asked. They've played the bigger bowls and the bigger moments. They've shown a little bit more courage. They've played the wide hand. They've got a lot going for them. And they deserve all the accolades that come their way. They've really played this grand final with precision.
So who we got? Grinder here. Well, he's first ball on this end.
Yeah, Grinder's he's going to play for a little bit of cover, is he? Or is he just trying to draw another one?
No, he's trying to duck in there for another one. He's going to run into that. How's Maxine been going?
Yeah, Maxine's been going good. Just the heads, the lead-up bowls for the skips have just been stronger coming from the Calliope squad.
Calliope squad, yeah.
All right, with the afternoon breeze, that one will just tuck across the head. Okay.
Oh, mate, sorry, I couldn't. Don't know.
The grinders. Oh, he's just going to stay
Yeah,
there.
maybe.
Let's draw another. Looks pretty good from there. I think the line's
It's a better
good,
line. It's a
GT.
better line. Yeah,
Yeah,
mate. He's going to duck
absolutely.
under that front bowl. Coming here on the pink.
Little movement of the jack.
Oh. Geez, bowled some bombs, hasn't he?
Absolutely. Well done. There's a little opening there for the skip, though, GT. She's suggesting maybe...
Gee, should we see sit grinders bowl?
Where are the catches? Well, the green
Yeah.
bowls belong to Maxine. Those green bowls are left of the screen are Tomo's bowls. That's the third. Maybe she comes down there off the pink and try and moves the jack over.
Yeah, that's what he's, the third's trying to tell her to do, I think.
Yep. Come on, Max.
Too skinny by a mile.
I can see 1, 2.
Two, mate.
There you go.
2 for Calliope. Yeah, they got hold of that now. It's all up to the triples and pairs now. Oh, that's a great bowl. Great bowl on replay.
See why he played for the state.
Sorry?
See why he played for the state.
No, he did. There you are. Keachy said he played for the state for a few years, so you can see why now.
Oh, are you back?
Hello.
Yeah, no. It's not back.
Send it, buddy. Next one, eh?
Pretty tight up there too. Good. Beautiful.
Paul Hendricks has just arrived back and he's obviously having a glass of Heads of Noosa. Looking after the sponsors. You would have thought he'd have brought a few out with him, Keachy, wouldn't you?
Oh,
I didn't think
Eh?
you guys, after the game, I thought it might have been.
I told you.
I would have got Maverick.
You did say he had snakes in the pocket.
I told you he's got a tight band in his pocket.
Well, with the price of fuel now, mate, you've got to be careful, mate.
Yeah.
We've got the Bowler's Paradise sticker up here again. We're
We've got him here. There he is, Bowler's Paradise.
Who was the guy that I president
Play McKenzie.
Hey, mate. On the mine if possible.
I think
what Rana does again?
Well done, Bowler's Paradise. I've been down there recently, got the new Puma shorts, you know, the rub-ons at the back. Yeah, got those. Straight in there, looked after me, and
I reckon he's due for a pair of bowl shoes too.
I'm due for a pair of bowl shoes, mate. We know that. And you were about to pop in and bring out a couple of pairs last time I was at Mooloolaba, and you never came back. No, he looks after me. I got a couple of sprays. Yeah, bring him over. Yep, come on. I always hit him up for a little spray on the back of the shorts. You got to throw me in a spray. Paul always looks after the boys.
Supporting the sponsor.
Good afternoon, Paul.
Maverick,
Hello, mate. How are you?
good pleasure to be here.
Good on you, mate. Join the commentary team.
I've been watching it this afternoon actually while I was up at Noosa and had to drop back into the shop. And no, you've got a future with your commentary. It's been good.
Oh, good on you, mate.
Calliope,
Appreciate it, mate.
Calliope have been a bit too good on this rink that I've been watching. As a team, they've all played pretty well.
They have, yeah, Max over here, she's every time come to the head, and you know that yourself as a skip. It can be hard work sometimes, you know, and we all have those games, don't we? But if you've got a lead and a second and a third in the opposition, and they're dropping them in and they're blocking your draw lines, it's you sleep well, mate.
Yeah, they play as a team. It makes it work. But in this format, you've got to win more than one rink, and the other two are pretty tight. It's game on.
But the only thing we were having a chat with Cootsie a moment ago, when Clay Island has had the mat, they haven't changed it up a great deal over the years. Do you tend to change it up if you're getting sort of
100%.
15-3 downs? Probably time to I don't know, mat halfway, jack on the tee, is it, or something?
Just change it up. Get the lead to swap over and see if the bowls fall in a different spot, and it might make the difference.
Yeah.
Doesn't take much to change momentum.
Yeah, well, sometimes you see the leads and they just get comfortable on a length, don't they? And as soon as you change it, you think, just why didn't I do this half an hour ago?
That's right.
Yeah, well, you'll never know, mate, unless you ask the questions. It'd be good to see a little bit of a late comeback here from Macleay Island. They've bowled well all weekend. I'd hate to see this blow out to any more, because they don't deserve that. They've played really well all weekend, right across the board. Well, all the clubs have. It's a good competition for you to be a part of, mate. You're always part of the bowls community.
It's just good to see so many people out and about. I mean, for the bowls economy, so many people here, on the one weekend at Logan, Coolum and Noosa, that's a lot of... it's just good for those towns, good for the clubs. The bloke to my right here, Phil Keats, is the main man in getting all the sponsors involved. I mean, and that just comes from him knocking on doors and approaching people and making things happen. So I reckon Bowls Queensland are pretty lucky to have blokes like Phil and Graham Hooper involved and doing a great job.
So anyone looking at this broadcast right across the country, you deliver bowls and bowls equipment, bowls shoes, right outside your PMA. You deliver interstate.
Yeah, you got it, mate. Yeah, that's right. It's the bowls world, the business world. Bowls is changing, and we're sending stuff all around Australia all the time. So it's hard to get bowls gear these days, and it's good to be part of the bowls community and helping people out.
Mate, everyone loves those new Puma shorts.
Yeah, they look cool. They look cool, and Calliope Central decked out in their Puma gear. It looks pretty sharp. And of course, Puma's just come on board as a sponsor of Bowls Queensland. So I think GT Puma are involved Bowls Queensland now, aren't they?
Really?
So they'll be they've become their new apparel sponsor. So they'll be looking pretty sharp out on the green.
Mate, hopefully they're going to throw their hat in the ring with the shoes as well. I think we lack a couple of options in the shoes areas. Is there any forecast in the future?
They had a bit of a crack, but that's not going to happen. But there's plenty of good shoes out there on the market, mate. So of course Taylor's make a good shoe themselves. So
I like those ones. I mean, you should have called those male and female, but they're only for the grey with the blue stripes, the Asics.
Oh yeah, they're good. Cameron
Are they
McRae.
only for ladies? Can I wear those?
You can wear them, big fella.
Yeah,
no
okay.
problems.
I like them, but they're in the girls section.
Good comment.
All right. Here's this. This is the skip grinder.
Beautiful little rub there.
The lad said
Good weight got him the shot.
at some stage he's represented the state.
Yeah. He's one of the better bowlers from the country, originally out from Roma and moved up to Miriamvale, I believe, and pretty good pickup for the Central Queensland club, but a top bloke as well. Bowling family.
Hey, pretty handy having a next state player skipping you in the $12,000 match.
Yeah. Well, he was in doubt earlier in the week due to some new denture work, but he was always they were always going to get him out to play in this.
Okay, I might have a beer with Grinder later on and just give him a little bit of a jab and go, how does the state player skip in a $12,000, the highest prize money game on the coast in the last 12 months, and you skip?
Well, mate, he's
in the bronze.
He's
taking
just,
nothing away from everyone else.
He's just snuck in there.
Yeah, good on him. And mate, there's so many, every time I play bowls, you've got to have a chat to people to see just where their background is.
There's plenty of stories.
Plenty of stories and plenty of great players, isn't there? It keeps you in the game. You don't have to run away from bowls. You know, you stop playing different sports. I've stopped playing different sports. Just bowls is the game now. I don't, injure my knees and not injure my back or shoulders, that sort of thing. So
yeah, well, there's a bit of uptake at the moment. There's people who are retiring at the moment have got time and money, and there's a bit of a there's certainly a new wave of husband and wives and members joining up and having a game.
I remember when the GTRs first arrived on the market. You played here in the big Coolum competition. I think it was June or July. There's one coming up again this year. You're the first one to showcase the GTRs.
Yeah, they're
and you
still,
got the chockies.
They're still a big seller for Taylor bowls. I don't know if they're their number one bowl, but just a nice midline draw bowl.
You remember the Tiger when he dropped it in for Nike? Taylor's got to throw you some more sponsorship. I mean, that was the best promotion in the history of the game. The first time they've ever been brought out in public, and you win the pairs competition.
Yeah, I think that was more due to my partner Peter Worth than myself.
Okay, well done though, mate. Good promotion for Taylor bowls anyway. Optima might have to get on board, mate. What have they got coming out? Give them the Paul Henricks. Gets the chockies, regardless. Oh, well done, mate. Congratulations. I remember that day. It was just out here to my left, and you got all of the money. No, I wasn't taking anything away from Taylor bowls. It's absolutely a compliment how good they are and that you can play with them. The reason I was bringing it up is you played with them first time in a competition, and the bowls are that good, and you're that good. Together, you're like Torval and Dean. Hey, chockies.
No.
The winners check. And sponsored the tournament. How about that? Good on you, mate. Good stuff, mate. Always tip it in, mate. I see you at all these bowls competitions. You're always thereabouts, selling your products, giving people good deals, discounts, making them feel good, and that's what it's all about. Getting the best merchandise off them, mate. Gives back to the community.
They've made a change. Thanks, Hawley, by the way. They've made a bit of a change here, the long end, and it's an opportunity for Macleay to get some bowls in the head and
well, here we go.
Turn things around.
This will be the 15th end. Yes, might be a bit of a stretch now, mate. 18-3, but it'd be good to see them finish off well, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Good thing about these live streams is they'll be there forever and a day.
That's right.
Bowl well, you can go home, show the missus, kids.
Well, Hawley, I'm going to pass this back to GT and
Righto, mate.
do a little bit of
networking
around the Coolum Bowls Club. I appreciate you having me on board.
Righto, mate. Good on you. Take care. Good for having you, mate.
I'll step in. Probably, yeah, I've probably got to start thanking some people as we get closer to the end. And then you can... you want to get on as well? Oh, you could?
Righto, we've got Cootsy back in the house. Hey, Cootsy. How are you, mate?
Not too bad, mate.
Geez, we'll be getting close to a frothy one, haven't we? We've been here all day. Well, I mean, all weekend, early start.
Yeah.
And I'll be hooking into a couple of those Noosa heads, mate. Don't worry about that.
Well, I would make a very, very bold call and say this game's over.
Yeah, there you go. I think it's a fait accompli as well, young man. How are we looking on the other rinks? It looks like Calliope in the triples is 15-11 after 17, so there's still a lot to go on there, as we've seen in the triples all weekend. Let's have a look at the 9-5. I think that needs to be updated. It's 11-5 after 12. Okay, and that one's not decided yet either.
No.
So okay, on the main arena here, yes, 18 shots to 3 with only 2 ends to play after this.
I think the triples are 11-17 on 19.
Okay. You got that, Wayne? 11-17 on 19. Geez, you've got good eyes, mate.
Hey,
Wow. That's 110 metres away and you're looking at the scoreboard. Absolute champion.
I wish the rest of my body was as good.
Yeah, Cameron McCrowan has bowled well this weekend.
Just while you're on the screen, let them know your names.
Hi, it's Phil Keats, and I've got Adam Hall beside me. And Adam, thank you for the weekend. It's been marvellous. It's you've taken most of the commentary side of things, and you've given a great insight into bowls, and you've also kept us entertained, as any good car salesman should.
Oh, good on you, Cootsy. It's been an absolute pleasure to work alongside you guys. I appreciate the opportunity, and I just want to thank all the bowlers, Coolum Beach, Taylor Bowls, all the sponsors. It's been a great weekend, very enjoyable.
Well, it has. I was just in there talking to some Cunnamulla bowlers, and okay, they lost 2-1-1, but one of the guys has got his caravan across the road in the caravan park,
Yep.
and I said, when are you all heading home? He said, well, I haven't decided yet. He said, Easter's round the corner. He said, I might go home after Easter.
Oh, beautiful.
He said, I love the place. So, you know, and these country bowlers don't get the chance to come in and play on these sort of greens and play bowlers from the city. It's just a pleasure to see two small clubs in the final. It really is. And it showcased some really good bowls. A couple of bowlers that stood out. Alex C, only a young fella. He won the club novice.
Oh,
And
one up.
yeah, he won the club novice singles. And
Sorry, Cootsy, just sorry to interrupt you there, mate. Maxine's just bowled an absolute beauty, and I think it's worth a quick replay here. Wayne's been happy to do that for us. Oh, here we go. Oh, boom. That's the grinder.
Another replay.
That's the grinder's had last laugh again, but Maxine's still got one to go. But I think he went flush straight in the drink with that one. Great bowl by the grinder. He's produced that all day. Sorry, Cootsy, as you were, mate.
Alex C from Macleay Island. He's got a big future in front of him in bowls. But Grinder is just,
What's this? What's
Oh,
this?
what's going on?
Oh! It's the jack. That'll do for one. Look, that's the afternoon it's been. Well done. There's all smiles down there. They're having an absolute ball. What a finish.
That's bowls.
That's bowls. Yeah, Maxine.
Yeah.
Got the last laugh on that occasion, Cootsy.
Yeah, but Calliope still ended up with the shot.
Oh, yeah, right. That's right. Jeez. Couple of yellow bowls here. Yeah, Grinder's out on the green. He's taken control of the jack. Here we go. This is the Grinder. He's looking for the jack. He got it clean as a whistle too, didn't he? The Grinder.
Yeah,
Punisher.
as we get towards the end of the games, I'd like to thank Taylor's, BCIB, Village Motors, Dreamtime Resorts, Heads of Noosa and Bowlers Paradise for their support. It's been absolutely amazing, and as I've said a few times over the weekend, it wouldn't happen without them. And also a few people from Bowls Queensland that have been right behind us from day one. Brian Marshall, I think Brian's up at Noosa.
He's up at Noosa, yeah.
He's
I
up
heard
at
he's
Noosa.
up at Noosa, yeah.
And
He's a good bloke.
yeah.
I always walk over and sit down and have a beer with Brian.
He'll have a beer with anyone, Brian. And yeah, he was one of the ones that we spoke to early on, and I think he got the board on side. There might have been a few knockers there, but he got the board on side, and they come on, gave us as much help as they could at the start.
I heard the announcement of this, the forecast of this competition at Maroochy Bowls Club.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they had the 20,000, I think you guys were there, wasn't it?
I was there. There wasn't too many others, was there?
No, there wasn't. No.
What's that?
There was a few.
I was at that meeting.
Yeah.
There wasn't even 10 people there.
No, unfortunately, but the club's got on board and it turned out fairly well.
Well, beautiful, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure to be a part of it. Look, I'll tell you straight up, it's been positive all the way across the board. Everyone's loved it. They've loved the format. As I said, there's been some inclement weather. Clubs have been flexible to get the games over the line. And it's just been an absolute pleasure to play in. And I've got to say, mate, from a player's perspective, it's been a winner. Look forward to next year.
Yeah,
and Hawley, we played against each other, didn't we, in the pairs?
Yeah, that's right.
And it's a great comp. It was just a bit short. While we're saying thank yous, could I say a thank you to Robbie from Gold Coast Tweed? He spent an hour and a half on the phone with me, helping me set up the Extreme Key and everything to go onto the Bowls Queensland website, YouTube page.
Yep.
That's an hour and a half of his time that he's put to Bowls. So thank you very much, Robbie.
Who's that, Robbie?
Yeah.
Where's he from?
Robbie
from Gold Coast Tweed.
Oh, right, okay.
The famous Robbie.
Yeah, good on you, Robbie. Well done, mate.
Yeah, but,
Wayne's overcome some adversity this weekend. He's got the new technology. He's got the wireless cameras here. So it's been challenging at time, but geez, he's handled it well, hasn't he?
Oh, he has, yeah.
He's a bit of a techie nerd, I think, sometimes. Good bowler, good bloke.
But a real big thank you to my partner in crime, Graham Hooper. Without Graham, we wouldn't have had the draws and all the other fiddly things that people hate doing, and to do it for 194 teams, that is a mammoth task. Nobody knows the hours that Graham and Linda put into this to make it happen. And I'd like to thank, I don't know where she is, but my wife, she's run me around everywhere. Yeah, it's a nurse. Ginger beer.
There we go. Boys to take. Yeah, I'll have one, thanks. The boys,
Well,
bowler's paradise, always first one to the bar. It's
the tie pants come out of his pocket.
Well, listen, we've worked hard all weekend. I'm a bit dehydrated. The afternoon sun's coming down. I've got the black pants on. I'm overheating here. And, so congratulations. Well done, Hoops, hey? He's a bit of a genius. Good bloke.
He is.
Mate of yours?
He's a good... I've known Hoops for, I don't know, too long, I think, 30 years. And...
You want a ginger beer, the real one, or the...
Yeah, he helped set up Super Challenge when we kicked that off 25 years ago.
Oh, yes.
And...
You're a bit of a pioneer.
Oh, yeah, that was the olden days. And few big thank yous from a couple of people at Bowls Queensland, and I hope I don't miss anyone, but thank you to GT for this weekend. It's been a pleasure. And also Brendan Wilson's done a tireless amount of work over the last 6 months since he's been employed at Bowls Queensland for all the little things that us old fossils don't understand on the internet and Facebook and all that sort of stuff. And as I said earlier, big thank you to Stewie Taylor, the finance guru at Bowls Queensland. He's looked after our money, and this week I'll spend a few days with him to go through everything, and every club should have all their money by Easter. So the Easter bunny will arrive before Friday, I believe. And
yeah, right, okay, well done. You're all over it.
That'll be a big thing. But as I said, started to say when Paul Hendricks interrupted, I'd like to thank my wife. She's put up with plenty of late hours at night going through all the stuff that we've had to double check.
Yep.
And and she's run me around everywhere and she's not a bowler, but she's sat through more bowls than she cares to talk about. So
You've been on the road a bit, Cootsy, over the last few months? You know?
yeah, well, it's that's one of the characters of bowls just walked past, Johnny C. But yeah, it's been a long season.
Good bowl here. That's the grinder, and he just knocked up his third, Cameron McCrowan. So they've definitely got one now.
I think next year will be easier for us. Like, we were doing a lot of trips to clubs and just to reinforce what we were trying to do.
Just a quick update around the grounds, Cootsy. Calliope's in front in the triples, 17 shots to 11 after 19 ends. They will be playing 24 ends to decide the winner of that rink. And in the pairs, Calliope's holding on to a slender lead, 11 shots to 8 after 14 ends. And they'll commence after 16 ends. So at this stage, Calliope's got two hands on the winner's trophy. And Macleay would really like to make a late charge. There's still a little bit of time, but we're not going to need a miracle. They might need something close to it.
Yeah, and yeah, I have done a lot of miles, and I think there's 26,000 kilometres knocked up on the new Havel that Village Motors gave me, and
so you've been on the road for roughly 26,000 Ks?
Yes.
Your missus might want to get on here and thank Taylor Bowles as well.
Don't let her on.
No, she might say thanks very much for getting hubby out of the house for 26,000 Ks.
He'll need a service.
Oh,
It's already had a couple of services.
No, you.
Yeah.
No, she probably will.
Yeah. Well, that's good, mate. Well done. You might need a little bit of a break shortly, mate. You've been on the road for 26,000 Ks. You're well received down here at Coolum Bowls Club. You've got a bit of background down the sunny coast, Cootsy.
Yeah, I was a member. Joined Coolum Bowls Club in 1993. So
Cootsy, there's one of our major sponsors, Bowler's Paradise, providing refreshments for the commentary team.
Oh, be careful. I'll say something nice about you, Paul. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers, fellas.
cheers.
What a good weekend.
Good on you, mate. Thanks, Paul. Cheers,
great
buddy.
weekend, and now that there's a bit of alcohol coming into the commentary, it might get a little bit funny.
Oh, that's beautiful. Heads and Noosa, thanks very much.
Yes. Well,
We're just having a little bit of feedback here on the main TV rink. If it's an unassailable lead, they're just getting an update from Cootsy as to whether they need to finish the match or not. So Cootsy just took a moment. He calculated all that information. I think he gave them the nod that if it's a fait accompli, they can shake hands and watch the other two rinks. Is that the feedback you gave them, Cootsy?
yep. They don't
Hopefully you
don't have to play the last.
Just keep an
two,
eye on the
so-
phone in case we get a phone call from HQ.
They're shaking their hands.
Okay, all right. Hey, thanks to Paul from Bowler's Paradise going to the bar and grabbing us some beautiful heads of Noosa refreshments.
I'm trying to think of some stories I can tell about Paul that are clean.
Good golfer. Is he a good golfer, Cootsy?
Oh, he thinks he is.
What's your handicap, Paul?
His hand.
He's off 5. He's a champion. Good bowler. He's a good athlete. Good bloke.
Yeah, he is a good bloke. I've
Nothing athletic for quite some time.
I've played in quite
you're
a
a
few tournaments with Paul.
Good bowler.
And it's always been. I can tell a good story.
Righto. Let it rip.
I was at Kingaroy one night in the big tournament up there. They used to have under 45s, under 50s, and then under 200s as we all got older. So we had to have a young player in the team. And about 11 o'clock at night, I'd had enough to drink, so I went and sat in one of the poker machines just fiddling around, waiting for everybody to finish their drinks. And Paul walked behind me, and went maximum on the poker machine. I turned around and abused him because that was about all the money I had left in the thing, and I won the jackpot. So
You got the juggy.
Yeah, so I, at 11 o'clock we didn't go home. I can't remember what time it was, but
Beautiful. That's 50-50 then. Paul hit it. Hey? He give you half, Paul?
I got a drink.
oh,
Give
one
him- Curtsy.
drink.
Pete, did you throw him a bone or not? Or you just told him he shouldn't touch your machine?
Mate,
Yeah, GT's firing one across the bow here. So there's the story back against Cootsy. Paul's accidentally hit the max bet with the winner's touch, rolled down the jackpot. Cootsy's grabbed the loot and all of a sudden he made his way home.
no, I stayed and
Okay.
there was quite a lot more drinking going on.
Oh, good on you, mate. Sounds like a good time, mate.
Well, they were in the days where everyone wore whites.
Yes.
And,
Is that right?
And half the field had brown shoes.
Yeah, that was that tournament out there at Kingaroy was just one of those great country tournaments. And
That's, back in the day, everyone wore like the cricket clubber, didn't they? How long ago was that?
oh well, yeah, 90. I won it 97, 99, 2001, and 2002.
When did the coloured bowls come in?
About 2000.
Is that right?
Yep.
So not that long ago.
No, I played in a tournament at Kingscliff and a old state selector, Artie Booth. I went down there with a set of red bowls, and he disqualified me. Wouldn't allow me to play with them.
Bowls Queensland at the time wanted to ban the coloured bowls. Because they said, what if everyone on the same rink had the same coloured bowls?
Yeah. Well, just having it. We're just enjoying an afternoon refreshment now, so we're just going to put a set of headphones on Paul. He's just got to turn that headset around the other way. Thanks for the beers, mate. Thanks for Heads of Noosa. Not a bad drop, is it? Good stuff.
Beautiful.
I love it. Yeah, wow. So we'll just cross over to the other rink here, guys. Calliope triples. They've played 19 ends. They will be playing 24 ends. Calliope's holding on to a nice lead, 21-13, but we all know in triples, 4 ends can turn around that sort of margin, can't it, guys?
Oh, yeah.
And Calliope's up 11-8 in the pairs. We look over there, it's 24-13 after 22 ends now. So we'll just get Wayno will update the system for us from Bowls Promo TV. 24-13 after 22. Okay, so...
Pretty hard coming back from that.
Yeah, well, you had a mate of yours playing those 3 bowls triples, didn't he? He dropped a 9. You got him on a 9er.
Yeah, left-handed bowler from Coolum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a new bowler and...
Cootsie was skipping against one of the guys down here. I'm not sure if you know him. His name's Greg Dale, left-hander.
Top bowler.
Yeah, top bowler. Cootsie put a 9er on him.
Did he?
Some of that in here.
And Walshy got a special badge made for me. So I never had 9 badges back then.
A 9er.
I still live with
Paul.
that story.
Good story. I've heard a few stories from Daly. All of them have been positive in favour of him. So it's good to hear that feedback from you, Cootsie. Here's one of the boys, Cootsie. One of your mates walking past.
Oh, Johnny C.
You're a legend down here, aren't you, mate? They all know you. You've got some background. You've got some history.
Yeah, yes, I did. I used to play with some bowlers who used to get barred from the club. So,
Really?
Yeah.
All right. You don't come across as that kind of bloke.
No, after winning the tournament, we were allowed to play up. But,
Yeah. Yeah.
And the 2 bowl triples have called it a day, have they? On that far rink?
24-13. Yeah.
Yep, they've
Yeah,
shaken hands. So
that's it.
it's Calliope have got the big check.
There you go. So everyone at home supporting Calliope and surrounding suburbs, family and friends, congratulations. What a win. One of the biggest prize money checks to be played for, participating in the first year of the Taylor Bowls State Challenge. Big congratulations, Calliope.
And for Macleay Island, coming second, $6,000.
Yes.
I mean, that's terrific.
Well done, Macleay Island. What an outstanding performance. You bowled extremely well, to get to this level, to this stage, and you've conducted yourselves highly. You've lost no friends and supporters. You'll be taking home $6,000 in prize money, and you're the only club I've heard of all weekend that is sharing half of the prize money with the players.
Yeah.
How about that,
Good
Paul?
on 'em. Who was in that section that they played against Macleay Island to make it through, PK?
That section ended up being three teams on 30 points, and it had to go back to a percentage breakdown. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, there was Macleay Island first, Musgrave Hill second, and then Edge Hill run third on percentages, all on 30 points.
Wow.
So we couldn't announce the winner straight after the game because we didn't know. We had to get a little brownie in there to sort it all out.
All right, GT and Fingers. Looks like they're measuring here. They could be shaking hands, so we could be moving on to a presentation. Are you doing any of the official presentations in front of the camera?
Oh,
Think that'll take place, or what are your plans?
oh, we probably better do it down there because there's pairs stuff going on here. We'll have to get all the paraphernalia out there.
There you go. So they're still on the camera. So if you're at home, you'd like to watch the handover of the $12,000 check, don't go anywhere. Congratulations to Calliope. They've had a whitewash right across all three rinks in the grand final. 19-3. They've shaken hands after 16 ends. There've been no further ends required there. After 22 ends, they've won 24-13 in the triples. And the pair's 11-8, but they were measuring, so I'm not sure what the final result is there. But that doesn't matter because they're 2 out of 3. And that's all that matters.
It was in a bag.
I'll vacate the premises so you can get one.
So we're just going to live stream this, so when it goes on, YouTube and you're downloading, show your kids, grandkids. There's a young bubba there on the green. He'll be having a look at that when he's 18 years of age, saying, look at you, down at Coolum Beach. Watch mum and dad win. Got the chockies, 12,000. May become a champion bowler yourself. Looks pretty comfortable on the green. The Taylor Bowls State Challenge. It's finished, concluded. Calliope's got the chockies. They will be awarded the $12,000 check here. We just need Tangles to put a signature on it. Well done to all the sponsors, Taylor Bowls, BCIB Insurance Brokers, Village Motors. Keatsy was in the car for 26,000 Ks. Wow. Dreamtime Resorts, BQ15. Good on you, mate. Thanks for your time. Good to see you. Heading off, are you? Well done. Yeah, good on you. Well played. Congratulations. BQ15's a card. There you go. Club Macleay just coming up to thank the boys in the commentary team. They're good guys, aren't they? Noosa Heads Brewery. I'm enjoying one of those cold lagers right now. Or beautiful drop. Bowler's Paradise. On board again. So we just got GT, Fingers, Wayne Netter grabbing the presentation table, making their way down to the...
Okay, we're ready to roll.
Grab everybody in close, please.
Macleay Island, unfortunately today you run second. But in saying that, we've got a little memento for you for your club. And also some cloths and stubby coolers, and I think it's a $6,000 check coming your way. So congratulations. I think you'll have it before Easter. So, but anyway, no, a great afternoon, a great weekend, and it's really great to see a couple of country sort of sides, smaller clubs, getting into the money. When you come up, boys, Coolum have thrown some stubby holders here for you, so grab one each, and we've got these for you. All right, who's your spokesman for this? Yeah, Tony, you copped it, mate. So then we'll get a photo of you in front of this with that. Yep, with that. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yep, in you go. You didn't get that one. In you go. In with the young fella. No, I'm right.
Thanks, Coolum.
Yeah, just take one. Yeah.
Thanks very much for that. That was a terrific run. Thanks, mate. Enjoy it. Cheers.
Thank you. Yeah.
Can we turn your table
Thank you very much indeed.
Photos of this side and you've got the doobie like
Oh,
Thank you.
whatever.
Terry. Okay, Terry.
Thank you.
No
Thanks
worries.
very
Beautiful.
much, mate.
Yeah. Go and have a beer.
I don't know what
Hey?
there.
Yeah, I know you did. A little bit of a byplay then. Now to Calliope. When we did our trip from Cairns down to Brisbane, Graham and I called into Calliope, and the reception we got there from your club was magnificent. And it's great to see you here today. You put 2 teams in. I've been told you want to put 3 in next year, and easy. For a little club, I think that's terrific. Next year, I think you're going to find that this inaugural Taylor Bowl State Challenge will double in numbers. So it won't be as easy to win next year. But anyway, I've got a nice little surprise here for you. And as you can see, I haven't dated it. I haven't signed it. But as they say, the check's in the mail. But anyway, congratulations, boys. It was great. Great bowls, some great games. Who's your spokesman? Mark. I've had a few conversations with Mark during the weekend. That's yours, mate. And also the little trophy from Taylor Bowls. Now, it is a perpetual trophy, as you can see on the side. We'll get a little plaque and have your name on it. We'll get it up to your club. We'll bring it to your club when we do our road trip down on the 12th of April. Well, I think we're at your club on the 14th. Yes. So again, we'll get similar sort of hospitality.
You certainly will. And can I say a few words?
Yes, you can. Do you want this? Don't break it.
Don't break it, no. We've seen some of the footballers. I think the Taylor Challenge is a great concept. Oh, my wife's telling me to take that up. was a great concept. That's why we put 2 teams in, and yes, we want to put certainly I want to put a silver team and 2 bronze teams in again next year. It's an opportunity to play competition, and I'd like to thank the 7 other clubs that we didn't play with against all of them, but everyone got on really well. It's a great concept, and I hope it continues. I thank the sponsors, which Taylor, obviously, as well as Village Motors and Dreamtime, and most importantly, Bowls Queensland, because we, from my point of view, feel like our little regional and country clubs are important to Bowls Queensland. You know, the southeast corners have got some tremendous bowlers and some tremendous clubs, but heart and soul of bowls, in my opinion, has to continue to be the country and rural and regional clubs, and we really need to work hard to make sure that we grow our numbers, and that's where I'm determined that we'll do. Thank you. And special thanks to Macleay Island. It was great competition this afternoon.
Before we get onto the photos, I'll get Graham Tannis from Bowls Queensland to have a few words. Graham can tell us whether Taylor's is going ahead next year or it's not.
Thanks, Phil. Thank you, everybody. Couple of things first. Absolutely, Taylor Bowls is going to go ahead next year. It's going to be bigger and better next year, and we're going to continue to promote it. We'll continue to promote Taylor Bowls next year, and Bowls Queensland, I can assure you, are 100% behind it. So it will definitely continue next year. More so, I also want to thank Coolum Club today, or for the last 2 days. Thanks, Peter, and all of the Coolum people, for all of the staff, the people who prepared the greens so magnificently, the bar staff that looked after us, the kitchen who fed us, to everybody that makes this club such a success. Always a pleasure to come to Coolum, always get really well looked after. So thank you to Coolum. Thank you to our umpires and our officials who are here over the last 2 days. We often forget about them, but when you see them around, buy them a beer, say thank you to our umpires and officials. Without them, we can't do this. And last but not least, I want to thank Phil and his mate Hoops, Graham Hooper, who put all this together. They came to Bowls Queensland and said, we've got an idea. And the board of Bowls Queensland took this on. And on behalf of Brian Marshall, our president, and the board, I congratulate them and thank them for doing that. But more importantly, this is about you. This is about bowls. It's about promoting bowls across Queensland. That's what our job is, and that's what we'll continue to do. So thank you all for participating. We really loved having you here, and look forward to catching up with you again at the next one. Thank you.
Thanks, mate. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get the photos done for the winning team. You better get one. So, you got to take a photo, GT. Yeah, I might even get in a photo here. I'll hold that with you.
Squeeze up.
Squeeze up. Oh, jeez.
Should move the table.
What are you going to do? Right, Phil?
You're all in?
We all in?
Big smile.
Someone kneel down in front.
Say cheese.
Someone take a photo for us with all of our supporters if we get them in here.
Yeah.
For a photo.
Come in.
Terry, Annette, Minnie.
Someone grab Kevin too.
Virginia, and
grab-
come in the Minnie. Kevin,
Grab Kevin.
Kevin.
Come on, Minnie.
Minnie, get in the photo.
Don't forget.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. there. There, just kneel in there.
Right there.
Right there.
Go the Crocs.
Righto, you done?
We're done.
Righto, let's get a beer.
That's a good idea.
Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Bowls Promo Gear, I'd like to just thank Bowls Queensland for the opportunity to showcase my equipment to Bowls Queensland. It was tough. It was a learning curve. I enjoyed every minute of it. And I'll just leave up on the screen there how you can support so I can buy better equipment. I do a lot of work for bowls clubs around Australia, and just up on the screen there you can see that I do your club badges. The whole reason I do those club badges is they were getting out of hand price-wise, so we kind of got them back around the $15 mark. And if you're getting a lot, which clubs do, sometimes they get 30 to 40, it does bring the price down a little bit as well. The beer cards are popular across the state. We've done some caps in the past as well. A lot of promotional products. We print mostly in-house. All the bowls cards, for example, Urangan Bowls Club's Bowls Club is just getting a quote on 10,000 scorecards. That's a neat little invention that we've got. It's a white chalk marker that we can wrap a promotional sticker around. You can see there that Bowler's Paradise got some, done some for myself, some for the district bowls. Take my printing to just about any level. That's a customised clock that was made up out of money made by one of the events at the Wombats Bowls Club, and that's over 12 years old. We've done lots of bowls cloths over the years. We did that 75th one as an anniversary for the members of the club. Larry did that one for his trip out back. Some coasters, very important. Get 5,000 coasters and put them in a bowls club, they could be there for months, especially the country ones. So it's very good advertising. Takes them a long time to go through, and they're very conscious of recycling, so they'll reuse them. The stubby coolers, we do those. I just did that order for Yandina. Yandina is having their fours weekend this weekend, and they just did an order of 100. The decals, we're doing more and more decals for bowls clubs around the state. We did the district ones, we've done the Palmwoods ones. You've seen them everywhere, and any design you want. And you can see that I use up the extra spaces there. The open flags, and just flags in general. We just got an order of 8 of those for the Marucci Classic that's on in a fortnight. The Dun Cup, they replaced their flag that was deteriorated after a couple of decades old, so that's their brand new flag that we've done up for them. So yeah, that went all the way up to Macleay. The Great Aussie Fly Stopper, very hard to get hold of in the old days. That's now a product that I can print and supply within a week. So tend to sell 100 of them at a time. You guys tend to sell in blocks of 3 in the club. Just your normal banner material there. There I am pointing to the camera with my cousin Desmond Goodman-Jones in the background. But yeah, we do the retractable banners. They're good, you can put them in the post, they can end up anywhere. Put them in your luggage when you've got an event on. And as I said before, we've got the scorecards. So, bowlspromogear.com, it's not the flashiest website in the world, but it is a collection of things that I've done for bowls clubs over the last 25 years. Thank you very much. My name's Wayne Netter. See you in a fortnight for the Classic at Marucci, but that will be back on Bowls Promo TV. Oh, just your signage around the club. Too easy. Couple of days. Design it up for you as well.